Hello and thanks for stopping by. In case you haven't noticed, we have an energy problem. Not only have we seen an appalling rise in the cost of petrol and diesel, but gas prices are about to see a hike that hasn't happened in a generation. We could possibly thank Putin for bringing this into a much sharper focus than it has been. How did we get to this place? Well, we've made some bad decisions over the years. We killed coal. We certainly needed to rein in the overbearing Marxist coal miners' union, but were we really being sensible to shut off the 300 years supply of solid fuel under our feet? We were the first in the world to develop nuclear fuel for peaceful energy production with the opening of Calder Hall in 1956. Then we spent years terrifying people about nuclear power to the point where we pretty much abandoned the technology with little or no investment in development. So much so that we had to allow the Chinese to invest in our latest build at Hinkley Point C, the first since 1995. Meanwhile, just across the channel, the French generate over 70% of their needs through nuclear power. Bizarre. We still have the blessing of oil and gas under the North Sea, but not as much as we'd like. It's still there, and there are still viable deposits to extract. Indeed, there may well be some new deposits of substance just discovered in East Yorkshire. We also listened to the anti-fracking lobby and shut down development on the flimsiest of evidence, and to the delight of Mr. Putin. So now we are at the mercy of the likes of Russia and Saudi Arabia. Not a good place to be. Fortunately, we didn't get into such a bad position, not nearly as bad as Germany and others. We have diversified better than most of Northern Europe, but now we need to bite the bullet and plan a 30-year energy strategy. We have fossil fuels still to extract, and we should get on with it, regardless of the naysayers. The likes of Extinction Rebellion, Insulate Britain, and Just Stop Oil, three variations of the same anti-democratic fascist dictators, they need to be challenged and stopped. Rolls-Royce has designed a new nuclear power station, a small, relatively cheap and quick to build one. That sounds like a good proposition. We should look into that rapidly and give them the green light to go ahead. We have an extraordinary development being explored by a British company wanting to pipe energy through an undersea pipeline from a solar power generation plant in Morocco. Let's hope that one gets ahead. We also have some of the most extensive and productive wind farms in the world. Despite the questions over their recycling problems, when they're decommissioned or damaged, they could and should continue to be a part of the mix until we produce viable alternatives. This is probably the most serious domestic political issue of the day. It needs a decisive and bold touch. The solution has to include a substantial nuclear element, or we risk failing in the absolute need to be self-sufficient in energy supplies. Thank you for listening. If you enjoy what I do, please think about leaving a comment, a like, or better still, a sub. Until next time, stay safe. Bye for now.